Hello, hello, hello. Once again, movie critic Wanda. I'm in the building. It's been a minute, but I'm back. Um, excuse me. Let's get into this one because this was a really good movie that looked like it would be a good movie from the previews. That doesn't happen too often. The Black Phone came out in 2021. It's a horror slash thriller. Made 160.9 million at the box office with a budget between 16 and 18 million. 7 out of 10 on the IMDb scale, 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. Directed by Scott Derrickson, who also directed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And it stars Ethan Hawke from Sinister, Training Day, and a young Mason Thames, who you'll probably hear from in the future because he did an incredible job. So first off, Madeline McGraw, who plays Finney's little sister, and she was just scary. She was unhinged, and she was fantastic in this role. Um, Ethan Hawke was mad, crazy, but in the most eerie way possible. Um, he was one of the probably scariest villains that I can say has been on the screen in a while, especially when he put that mask on. Wow. Um, the bullying angle of the story, I could have done without, but I understand how it tied everything together at the end to make our protagonist the hero that he needed to be. Um, the drunk dad angle, or the bad dad angle, as I like to call it, is kind of repetitive when it comes to horror movies and thrillers. And although they tried to give him an arc at the end, I just thought it was kind of unnecessary, especially when he was um, whipping or beating his daughter because she had a supernatural dream state that when she dreams, she dreams things that really happens in reality, and she was trying to let the adults know about it but they didn't want to hear it because for some reason in movies adults don't believe in phenomena or that children can possess certain things in real life, which was kind of off to me, but that's how the story went. So the protagonist, our star of the show, baseball player, um, gets kidnapped walking home from school. Um, Basically, your guy covers him with balloons and covers his mouth with like a chloroform type of substance, knocks him out. He wakes up in the basement, and there he receives phone calls from previous victims, um, trying to give him instructions on how to escape. It is phenomenally done. Um, the movie is a horror thriller masterpiece. I'm not gonna get a dead body count, this large in this movie. It's really about suspense, and it's about hoping and never giving up hope. And you just kind of feel for kids, feel for anybody that's in a situation where somebody's holding them hostage like that. It's scary, and I love the way it was directed because it seemed scary. It seemed hopeless at times. And even though it's a movie and you know how it's gonna have a good ending, you could imagine how in real life things could fall apart just as easy. So basically, the guy, the killer, Ethan Hawke's character, his brother figures out, oh shoot, he's trying to figure out the crime. He eventually figures out it's his brother that's doing it. Goes to the basement, finds the kid. Unfortunately, he takes an axe to the head, and the kid has to rely on the ghost of these other kids to give him enough information and enough spirit, enough confidence for him to survive. And it's really no other way for me to describe the movie. It's one of those you should definitely go check out if you're looking at this review to kind of figure out if you should watch it or not. Go watch it. It is definitely worth your time. If you have Peacock, it's streaming on Peacock, and I just like the way it was put together, even with the younger sister never giving up, never losing faith on that her brother would come out alive, and that it's like literally like maybe like down the street or something like that. He's not far, and she's like the only one that really believes in it, and she does a fantastic job. Speaking of which, she has what I would like to call the line of the movie, which is, if you knew what you had coming, you'd be fucking terrified. Yes, she's a child and she says it. And I hope she enjoyed it because I know I would. Cursing at a young age like that, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm playing. Yeah, y'all can't be cursing like that, kids. Just messing with you. But when it comes to the rating scale, this is a 5 out of 5. It is a must see. Um, if you have kids, go see it. If you love enjoying the company of kids, not in a sick way, go see it. It hits every button. Simply put, you will be enthralled for the whole duration of the movie. Um, and I think it's just three questions that it really raises. It raises the question about child abductions. Um, who are they? You know, what children do they look for? Just a myriad of questions of how kids get kidnapped. And a lot of times it's not the kid's fault, it's not the parents' fault, it's not even the neighborhood's fault. It's just this sick individual that confuses people and it has people believing that he's to be trusted when clearly he's not. The second question is police work. And this is one of the best portrayals of a real police work that I've seen in a while. It's not that, oh, we're getting it right, we're getting it right. They get it wrong and they have to do some detective work to figure out who's the killer and who's not. And they know they're limited on the time that they have to do it. And third but not least is serial killers. Where do they derive from? How do they get to that point? Most of the time, it's something that happened in their childhood, whether it's neglect or abuse. But how do you stop it? Can you stop it? Is it possible? These are the questions that we find ourselves, being asked while we're looking at the movie. So check it out. Come back. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, show some love. Need as many subscribers as possible right now. I'll be out there, politicking as usual. But y'all keep it easy and love each other, man. I know it might be easier said than done, but try it. And until the next time,